Hello everyone, and I'm starting my vlog number 10, and it's Flosstube vlog. Mostly cross stitching, guys. And this is going to be a work in progress parade. It's something that I'm going to work this week or next 2 weeks, because unfortunately I don't have too much time for filming and for stitching these days, but I will have more and I will go back to normal again eventually. But so far we are going to watch my beautiful temperature chart. These are magic potions from Teeny Weeny Cross Stitch, designer from Etsy. And it looks cute. Next, guys, next I'm going to work on my Citibank from Mill Hill. I don't do it on the paper, I do it on the, what is that? It's casual, I think. Yes, it is casual, 28 count. And the color is called Hermosa. And this week I'm going to add beads and finish the bottom and maybe start the roof. We'll see how it goes. I really hope I will finish it by Saturday, but we'll see how it goes, because I don't have too much time, unfortunately. Next I'm going, and I'm hoping, actually I'm not going, but I'm hoping to start this beautiful design. This is my project for the stitching on the beach. So every time I go on the beach I will take this project with me and see how it goes. I don't have any goals to finish it this year or next year or any other years. I'm just going to enjoy. I looked at the chart and it looks pretty much easy. Big parts of the same coloring threads, so it should be pretty much easy and fast, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's not really possible to stitch on the beach. I never tried yet. These are the threads. I have to braid them together so they don't look like a mess. All right, next I'm going to FFO, also Mill Hill. It's supposed to be, if you didn't see me before, it's supposed to be the pouch for my daughter's art supplies. And maybe I will even start putting it together tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. It should be very cute. It's already cute. Oh, forgot, it's called Painter's Palette. And seems like it's upside down. It is upside down. At least I think so. I'm lost. No, it was fine. This way. Let's clean up the mess. I don't even know where from the mess comes. So this design is called Slithering. It's gonna be a Slithering shield. Designer from Etsy calls, I believe her name is patterned by Anna11. It's not me, Anna, it's another Anna. And the next is going to be my Peonies, Bouquet of Peonies by Luca S. I'm stitching it on Sundays, however I missed 2 Sundays. This is how it looked yesterday, and this is how it looks today. I added a little bit more stitches. I believe it's 160, something like that. And I was working with mostly purple and pink, I would say like raspberry color. It was fun because I couldn't wait to start finally, to get more and more pinks and purples in there. Alright, we'll see you later, but first I'm going to tell you that the goal for today is to start adding beads in my wall and the door of the Citibank, and we'll see how it goes. It's not too many beads over there, honestly, so it should be possible to finish it today, but we'll see how it goes again. Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, March 19th, and this what I was able and this is what I was able to add for my bank. That's a lot of beads. I don't remember exactly how many, but trust me, there were a lot of them. A lot of the beads. If you can see, well, it's the red beads in the door. They look much better in real life than on the phone for some reason. And these are all the vanilla beads. They are so cute. They look like snow piles. I like it. And I started to add those, like, I forgot how they call, something like shiny, a little petite beads, shiny white beads, but they're not white, they're cream. I believe they even call petite cream beads. And I'm going to finish the beads today, at least that's the goal. That doesn't look like a lot of beads, but there's one over here lying, another one on the other side of the column, then another column, then two more columns. So I did not count very well, but I believe it should be like a little over 160 beads added today. It doesn't sound too much, but it's a lot of work for beads, as you know. Also, I want to share some disappointment that I found with this thing. So originally, this bank was created for a different kind of button, but today we have this button that looks good, not bad at all, but unfortunately it doesn't fit here. See, the holes are here and the spot is here for the holes, but if I put it the way it's supposed to go, it covers some of my beads, and if I put it the way it's a little bit over, I believe it covers the beads that are coming on this side, and I'm so upset. I do really hope that I just believe the beads are going to be covered, but just in case, I started to find something new, but I didn't find any other beads or any other charms that could be used in here, not yet. It's fine, I will like cover it with a black, oh, I mean like with a white floss in there. I will fix it, there's not a problem at all, but I'm a little bit disappointed because this wreath seems to be a little bigger than it should be, because I was already like very excited to put it over there, but it doesn't go yet. And just a little high from the kitty cat and from my birds. They really want to fly. Maybe I'll pull them aside and I will let them fly around. And some scratches, scratches, scratches. I'm beading and the beads are so gorgeous.
You're beading and the beads are so gorgeous.
Yes.
What happened here?
Nothing. What happened where? Here?
Yeah, why is it so not even?
It's supposed to be like that. We can put it back together.
Wait.
Kind of better. Hello everyone. It is Friday, March 21st, and yesterday this piece was planned to be finished, my bank, but it didn't happen. It's okay. I still think I will be able to finish it by the end of March. However, I have lots of stuff to do besides stitching, so it might not happen too, and I will be fine with that too. I'll still finish it. I will not put it away until I'm done. So basically, I finished columns, beads on the columns on this side, and I started here. And unfortunately yesterday I was not able to do any stitching because my husband took all the space because he was supposed to do his beautiful projects that bring him money. So and surely his money is not just his, it's family money. We all need money, okay? And I did not complain about that, so everything is welcomed. So this bank looks better and better, and I can't wait to see the final result. Actually, it's done more than 55%, I guess. I believe it's almost 60% done. And majority of the beading of the tiny little beads are located here. So I'm done with that stuff too. There will be more beads, but not that many. I won't be spending so much time on this. These were like 100, almost 150 tiny little petite beads with cross stitched. You know, it takes time. It goes pretty much fast for me, and I'm not complaining. I do really enjoy doing this, but obviously it's slower than regular cross stitches. And I really miss my slithering design. I was trying to hide from this on, but it didn't go very successful. So, and I'm going to add 200 more stitches today and maybe tomorrow in the morning. So we will see you with the update tomorrow. And it is still Friday, and this is how far I could go with my slithering design. I made a little over 150 stitches, 153 I guess, as I remember. I got a lot of hair, and there is a bunch of single stitches, confetti stitches, whatever, spaghetti stitches, however you want to call them. And there was a mock-up, but unfortunately it cut off. And for whoever doesn't know how my slithering design is supposed to look like, this is how it is supposed to look like. It is gorgeous, and I guess I'm done with this part. I believe I'm almost done with the 4 central, completely done with the 4 central squares of 10. And then I'm going to go around and around and around like a real snake until I will be done completely. Honestly, I don't do parking method, I do cross country. Parking does not work for me, unfortunately, or fortunately. It's just, it is what it is. I don't struggle about that. But I don't do like crazy cross country. I just to get a color of floss and I stitch until it's gone in the same square, and then if it goes out of the square, I go out of the square until the floss on my needle is gone. And then I look for another colors that I have to stitch in that same square, and I go forward this way. And I'm going inside to work on my bank. Hello everyone, it's already Sunday, March, I would say 23rd, I believe so. Yes, it is March 23rd. And this is what I was able to do with my bank. As you can see, I finally finished the wall completely. All the beads are added, and all the what is that, backstitch on the windows added, and it looks so much better with backstitch. And I started to do the bottom and the roof too. And I discovered new thing that the wreath is actually fitting perfectly in here. The beads are starting here and a little bit above where the wreath is supposed to go, but I had to fill in the missing stitch to make sure it looks perfect, right? Let me show you the wreath. Here it is. Let's push it a little bit up. So I still have to do like a couple more rows of the cross stitches on top before I will be able to stitch it to where it's supposed to go. But in my personal opinion, it's going to be perfect. You see, it's just like a little bit, almost taking the bead spot. The beads are supposed to be here and here. There are no beads anywhere on top of the wreath. Like, I mean, there are, but a little bit over. So it's going to be perfect. So my fears didn't get any real circumstances or consequences. So everything is fine. And I really hope that this thing will be done. I believe I am 71% done with all the work. Today I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm tired of it, honestly. I need a break. And we will proceed tomorrow. And now we're going to put together the pouch finally. I don't do too much of step by step. If you want step by step, just go find a video on YouTube tutorials. They do it much better than me because my hands are not the sewing hands. The stitcher, but not the sewer, unfortunately. So I have 4 pieces. They all are absolutely similar. 2 for the inside and 2 for the outside for the pouch. And I guess now what we're going to do is almost forgot to say that I applied the fusible interfacing just to make it a little bit more stiff, and it's usually working very well to make the pouch more durable. And this is the inside part, this is outside part, fusible interfacing. I bought it off Amazon, a bunch of them, pretty much for a good price. I'll link it below. Also, now we are taking our front and we will put our zipper this way, and then we will cover it with this piece of fabric this way. And then we have to sew it right here. And this is what I meant, that I'm not the best sewer, because I ended up making 3 rows and I ended up with knots, because this is me. I have no idea how it works and how it's supposed to be straight and perfect, but some people know better, so you better watch them. So now next step is that I have to iron. After I unfolded it, I have to iron it, and I will make another sewing, probably hopefully more successful, just right here, and we will be done with this side. And I am proud to announce that it actually went more amazing and more successful. However, it's still like not a straight line, but a little bit of a wave. But this is my personal way to do that, okay? You don't judge. So now we do the same with the other part. This is the front. I got lost. I got lost. Let me just figure it out. So I figured out, I remembered how to do that. So I've got the other side of the front, then I put it like that. It should be like as straight as possible. I'll fix it as far as I can later when you cannot see it. And then we should cover it this way with the inside part, and the back of the inside part is visible up on top. Okay, then we have to sew it right here. Alright, this side went a little bit more successful. No straight line still, because I guess in my case it's impossible. That's why probably I'm not quilting. And look at this. Oh my goodness, it's just me. That's who I am. Alright, so then we unfold both sides. Now it looks like a little book. And surely again we'll have to iron it on this side and sew it right here after we iron it very beautifully and amazingly. Not perfect, but I like it still. Okay, so it is done, and again more successfully than the very first try. Perfect, as much as I can do perfect for me, for myself, inside and outside. All right, now we will have to unzip it a little bit, like halfway, and fold it some sort of this way. Let me just try to make it to make the connection. So we have to make sure that the zipper goes looks up, and now we're going to sew but everything around, but we'll leave a little hole right here so we can unfold our beautiful pouch. And I made it. As you see, I have really too much of edges on the sides, and do you know why? Because I did not realize that I need a bigger zipper, longer zipper. I just took as long as I wanted my pouch to be, but for more beautiful and successful pouch next time I would choose a longer zipper, so I don't have to cut off the edges. That's why, and that's how my pouches ended up smaller. So if you don't want to have the same issue, please help yourself. And I needed I wanted my pouches to be 9 inches wide, and I chose 9 inches wide zipper, and it was a mistake. I should better choose a 12-inch, so I have enough space for the edges too. I didn't realize it until I made my first pouch. So also over here I probably didn't leave enough space, but it's okay. And I made some knots over there, but it's okay, I'll get rid of them. I'll try to unfold it through this little hole. If it doesn't work, I'll just cut a little bit of the thread. It's gonna be fine. So this is midway struggle of mine. I was able to pull it out still, but it is a challenge, but I'm almost there. And here is the pouch, not inside out anymore, and that's the hole, and I will just finish it. I'll just cover it a little bit, It's possible to make it by hand, but I'm too lazy, so I'll do it with the sewing machine. And then the pouch will be completely ready to be used. Yay! And there it is, ready to use. I need to iron it better. And it's going to be perfect. Yay! Back side, front side, inside. So cute. Perfect. I love it. Could not help myself. I wanted to show you both of them. This is already being used for like a month. There is the parts for the frother. It's rechargeable frother. It's not on battery. Inside and outside, all cute. And this one, oh, so cute. And my girls, they both are happy. Also, guys, for this week I'm going to show you how I got ready for my new project for my beach days. I don't have beach days. I cannot understand how people spend the whole day on the beach. I can spend like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, but no more than that. It's too much for me. Too boring. But maybe if I'm stitching, I'm better with that. Also, I don't want to get skin cancer, so I'm hiding away from the sun. And I'm going to go over there just in the mornings or at late nights when the sun is down, almost down. So this is my beach project, and I am ready. This is how I organize the floss. I just braid it, guys, and then when I need a floss, I pick one from here and pull it out. Very easy. Just if you want to do this method, make sure your braids are not tight, pretty much loose. Otherwise you won't like this method. And maybe I'll find something that looks like a floss drop for this thing later, but so far it's fine. I was unable to get the chart into my devices yet. I hope I still will, but if it's not, I will probably use the magnet board. And this is how I want to start it on this side. These are my hoops. I didn't find the middle yet. I have to find the middle, and I decided I will start with the bottom, left button, or maybe right button, but most likely it's gonna be left button. So this is how it's going to be. I wanted to make myself a how it's called, grime guard, but I decided that these hoops are too small for grime guards and they will be annoying for me, so no grime guards. I will have to try to be as neat and as clean as possible. So that's how it's going to be. I washed this fabric, ironed it. I washed it with my method. I used some citric acid to make it a little softer, and it is a little softer now. It seems like it's going to be much easier to poke it through the middle, because that's how I end and start my my floss. And as you see, there's blanket stitch all the way around. I enjoy doing that. And that's it. And I do have a plan to go to the beach tomorrow in the morning. I took a day off, and I will drop off my child to school, and I will go to the beach in the morning when the sun is down. It's not too bright, and I can see how I stitch. And then after an hour of stitching on the beach, I will drop off my car at the dealership and I will walk home, because luckily my dealership is right next to my house, because they found some sort of recall and they needed like 4-5 hours to fix it, which is not amazing, but whatever they have to do. By the way, guys, forgot to say that the week is over and the floss tube is over, and this week was not very productive, but much better than previous one. So I stitched a little over 1,500 stitches, and I didn't work on too many of the projects. How many projects I was teaching? Like 3. Yes, my temperature chart, my snake design, which is slithering, and my bank. And this is actually pretty much everything I'm going to work on next week, but I will add this one too, and maybe I will have a couple more days to go on the beach, because beach is very close and I can hop there after work, and the days are nice and warm. However, it's spring break and it's very crowded right now. Everyone, thank you for being with me. Happy stitching, and see you next time. Bye bye.